It is finally Friday, and that means one thing: Friday night lights for the Lakin Bronx football team. Brett and Sandy Hendricks welcome you to LakinSports.com and Lakin Bronx Sports on YouTube for live coverage of Lakin Bronx football. All of the football action is brought to you by the KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, your full-line insurance agency, Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsema, Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50, Lakin, Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50, Lakin, the Golden Plains Credit Union, Life with the Lakin Recreation Commission, Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin, Lakin, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin, the Kearney County Economic Development, Ralph Goodnight, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, and D-Bach Metals of Lakin, player of the game, medal sponsor. It is time now to head to the press box with the longtime voice of the Lakin Bronx, Brett Hendricks, along with Jared Hendricks. Take it away, gentlemen.
And a good Friday evening. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. I'm Brett Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Bronx football. The Bronx back on the road after a loss at home last week, their second one in a row. And the Bronx looking to get back on the winning side of things on the road here tonight at Larned. They've got senior night recognition going on the field as we speak. But we are on the air. A beautiful night for football. My goodness, for the 20th of October, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. Our pregame sponsor tonight, the Lakin Rec Commission.
The Lakin Recreation Commission has a full fitness room with 5 treadmills, tread climber, rowing machine, 3 elliptical fitness cross trainers, 2 stationary bikes, and strength training fitness equipment. The Lakin Recreation Commission has a full fitness room with 5 treadmills, tread climber, rowing machine, 3 elliptical fitness cross trainers, 2 stationary bikes, and strength training fitness equipment. You'll find just what you need for your own quality workout. The fitness room is open for the public's use free of charge during business hours. For use after business hours, Lakin Rec also has a keyless entry system available. The Lakin Rec Commission, always involved with the youth of Lakin, 702 North Campbell, Lakin, 355-7039. The benefits are endless.
We had a chance to talk to the Bronx head coach, Chris Bamberger, earlier, and that segment brought to you by the good folks at Flashbacks Diner.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks with you. Thanks for joining us tonight for Bronx football. The Bronx on the road tonight in Larned to battle the Indians in the final district game of the year and the final regular season game of the year. We're now joined by Bronx head coach Chris Bamberger. And Coach, last week the Bronx lost their second straight, but as we talked before the game last week, it was another one of those situations where you can't give teams additional chances. Lakin turned the ball over 4 times last week.
Yeah, turnovers were tough. They were certainly untimely on top of that. And then obviously, there was a lot of execution errors that we had throughout the game that probably made them hurt even worse. And then obviously some mishaps late in the game that definitely cost us pretty big.
Offensively, though, the Bronx jumped out quick, jumped out to a 14-0 lead and looked like all was well. The defense early in the game was really good, giving the offense a short field to work with.
Yeah, and, we feel like we've started that way, the last couple of games, and that's key in a game is starting early, starting fast. The thing that we've got to figure out how to do is continue it into the remaining, quarters or whatever's left of the game.
On offense last week, the passing game seemed to struggle a little bit, but Coulter, another 100-plus yard game on the ground. But the run game last week was good, just struggled in the other aspect in the passing game.
Yeah, and, obviously we don't throw the ball a lot, but when we do, we need to connect. We really want to connect. We had one deep shot, I think, that was pretty close, and those are kind of plays that we need, those big plays in those moments, and it was one that we missed. We've got it a few weeks here this year, and it's been a big momentum swinger for us, so hopefully something that we can get back on track with this week.
And the thing about it is, of course, every play is drawn up to take one to the house. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do get one of those, I think it excites the sideline, and everybody's adrenaline just seems to flow a lot better, and it just seems to work a lot smoother when you can be able to hit those home runs.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need to inject a little bit of excitement into your team, and nothing better than that, than a big explosive play.
I talked about the defense last week. Defensively did a great job against the run last week against Colby, but some of the lapses that hurt the defense was through the air. But for the most part, the defense, like I said, gave the offense the short field, didn't quite take advantage of it. But I thought really overall the defense really didn't play all that bad last week.
No, I think, we were pleased. Going into the game, we knew that their running back, number 34, he was a physical runner, and we knew that they were probably going to try to run the ball, and I feel like the way we defended the run was sound. Honestly, I guess it doesn't make sense, but I feel like we defended pass, or at least we were in the right positions in a lot of those. I think the biggest thing is, being in the position and just making a play on the ball and finishing, the play through the ball. Because they've been in good position to make plays there. That's just an area that we have to continue to grow.
Talk about chances. The Bronx late in the ball game had a chance to take the lead with Golden go from the one, but unfortunately 2 penalties hurt that drive, and the Bronx ended up turning it over on downs. But the defense did a great job to hold them and actually gave the Bronx the ball back with another chance. But it was one of those games that the opportunities definitely were there.
Yeah, I think as devastating as it was to get stopped or held, or however you want to say it, that the next series to the last, defense bowed up and went ahead and got another stop and gave us an opportunity with enough time on the clock to go ahead and, we weren't in a truly hurry-up situation yet. We were still able to do kind of what we wanted to do as far as running the ball and things like that, and obviously we didn't finish well.
One thing that I failed to talk about last week, and we always do at the last home game, but I didn't touch on senior night last week, and tonight is the last regular season game for these seniors, but seniors were recognized before the game, but it's been a good group.
They have. You know what? This group of seniors, they've invested a lot of time, whether it's in the weight room or summer or whatever. They've done a good job, and they've been a joy to coach this year, and I'm glad you bring them up because, we really do appreciate them. And, there was, I think that was on their minds, obviously, last week. But, we talked about it this week. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the last time that they play in that stadium. And that's been something that we've brought to their attention. Obviously, they know, they understand, what's at stake tonight with, the playoff implications, into running into this first round or, whatever the play-in game, whatever you want to call it. But, we would like to definitely give them another opportunity to play at home again.
And you talk about what's at stake tonight, and it is one of those situations. It's as far as district seeding goes by district next week in week 9, but it is a win tonight or you do hit the road next week.
Yeah, it's really simple. Sometimes districts don't play out that way, and there's no question tonight between the two teams what's at stake. And so it's just going to boil down to putting it between lines and executing.
Bronx 1-1 all time against Larned with a 44-38 win at Lakin last year, but that game was one of those that was back and forth. Bronx jumped out, Larned came storming back, took the lead, Bronx took the lead, Larned. It was just back and forth, but a great football game. And I think from a defensive standpoint, you probably don't want to see that type of game tonight, but Larned, a very good offense, and I think Lakin's got a very good offense too. So it's let's don't make it come down to the last possession, but you never know. It could do it last year.
You know what? This is a good football team, and they're going to run the ball. We're really going to have to value possessions tonight. We're going to have to maintain the ball. Obviously, we're going to have to get stops on early downs because they're 3 yards in a cloud of dust offense. Yep. They got big guys running the ball, big guys blocking. They're a physical football team, and they're going to give us a lot of challenges.
Well, uncharacteristically, the weather is like September weather, getting ready for a football game in October. Larned with a brand new turf field, so you don't have to worry about the conditions. You're used to that.
Yeah, they got a nice facility here, so hopefully our kids feel right at home on this field and come out and execute.
Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate you taking the time to come up and visit with me. Best of luck tonight against the Indians, and we'll look forward to talking to you when we're done.
Thanks, Brett. Sounds good.
You bet. Thanks, Coach. That's Bronc head coach Chris Bamberger. Once again, as the Broncs get set to battle the Larned Indians here in Larned tonight. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll continue with our pregame right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. I'm Brett Hendricks. Thanks for joining me tonight for Bronx football. A gorgeous night for football. Temperature right now 82 degrees. There is not a breeze out there at all. Couldn't ask for a nicer night in the third weekend of October, but we're definitely going to take it. But once again, a gorgeous night for football here in Larned. What's going on around the High Plains League and around the area? Brought to you by Pioneer Communications.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Schedules start to wind down a little bit this time of year, but a lot of games still meaningful. And let's take a look at some of the games going on around the area. Look at the scores last week. Oakley defeated Syracuse 33-8. Cimarron shut out Southwestern Heights 48-0. Plainville defeated Stanton County 52-24. And in our game, Colby downed Lakin 20-14. In 8-man action last week, Wichita County continued their winning ways, shutting out Meade 64-0. That was a battle of undefeated teams. And Wichita County taking it by 64. And then a track meet in Elkhart as Elkhart beat South Gray by the score of 72-62. Those are the type of scores you look forward to in an 8-man contest. Games going on tonight. Syracuse 0-6. They're at 3-4 Ellis. Oakley 1-6. They're at Stanton County. The Trojans are 2-4. Southwestern Heights 1-6. They travel to Holcomb for a non-league and non-district contest. The Longhorns 5-2 on the season. And of course, our game tonight, the Broncs are 4-3 and the Indians 5-2. In 8-man action around the High Plains League, Sublette 4-3 at 2-5 Spearville. South Gray 1-6 at 7-0 Wichita County, and 6-1 Meade at Elkhart. The Wildcats are 5-2. That's what's going on around the High Plains League and the area, brought to you by Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Red Ripsimo established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Here's what's going around Lakin High School, and I talked about games coming to a close here in late fall, but the list of Lakin High School is getting really short. Only 2 events really going on other than football. Last Saturday, volleyball was at Leota for the High Plains League Volleyball Tournament, and once again, the Lakin Lady Broncs are the High Plains League champions for the 5th year in a row after a thrilling championship win over Wichita County by scores of 30-32, 28-26, and 25-22. So congratulations to the Lakin Lady Broncs on their 5th straight High Plains League Tournament Championship. On Monday, Maya Brown attended the Girls Golf 321A State Tournament in Heston. Maya shot a personal best 102, but missed the second day cut by just 1 stroke. Tomorrow, volleyball is at the 3A Substate in Hoisington. The Lady Broncs are the number 2 seed and open up play tomorrow afternoon against Southwestern Heights. Cross country is also in the area tomorrow. They are at the 3A Regional at the Great Bend Lake Barton Country Club. So best of luck to both of those squads tomorrow. And like I said, all teams are in the area tonight. The Broncs, of course, right here in Larned tonight. Volleyball tomorrow in Hoisington, and cross country at Lake Barton Country Club, which is located between Great Bend and Hoisington. So we are going to take a break for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll continue with our pregame. National anthem by the Larned High School Pep Band. I'm sure you probably couldn't hear it very well. I couldn't hear it very well even where I was at, but they did a good job. And of course you could hear in the background some fireworks going on during the anthem. Keys to the game, brought to you by KCB Bank. We're back after this.
Rural communities are known for their unequaled support of their hometown sports teams. KCB Bank can help you take it to the next level. We now offer Hometown School Pride debit cards, and these cards feature your hometown team mascot so you can show your pride each time you buy something. The best part, they're made right here on site, so there's no waiting for one to come in the mail. Get in touch with us right now and let us help you show your hometown pride. KCB Bank, with 3 locations, Garden City, Lakin, and on the web under your favorite search engine. Member FDIC.
And before we get to keys of the game, let's look at this Broncs starting lineup. Once again, the Broncs 4-3 tonight, and the Indians 5-2. The Broncs starts this way at center, wearing number 54, Jayton Hash. Norian Cantu gets the start at right guard. He wears number 52. At the left guard position, wearing number 65, Jeremy Orpiza. At right tackle, wearing number 72, Eli Bemis. And at left tackle, wearing number 58, Timmy Johnson. The wide receivers for the Broncs, wearing number 12, Drew Patterson, and wearing number 2, Javion Granado. At fullback, wearing number 15, Coulter Oldham. The slot backs for Lakin, wearing number 1, Ross Ryder, and wearing number 3, Armando Salcedo. And the quarterback for the Broncs, wearing number 7, Maddox Beltran. The coaches for the Broncs, Chris Bamberger, Chris Pollard, Travis Johnson, Wyatt Giroux, and Bryce Simon. Keys to the game, the Broncs have got to take care of the football tonight. Excuse me. Broncs have turned it over 7 times. in the last 2 weeks. Kind of impressive. You can see the lights flashing on the field. They've got LED lights that they can sync them up. So different looking lights here at the stadium, but they're able to do a lot of lighting effects during their introductions, and I'm sure during touchdowns and things like that, or after touchdowns, they're able to do the same thing. But an impressive light setup here at Larned High School. So keys to the game, once again, get out to a quick start. The Broncs have done that, but they've failed to finish quick. So the turnovers have really been the problem for Lakin. So the keys to the game tonight, I think, are take care of the football and don't give the Indians extra chances, because we found out in the last couple weeks that does hurt your chances. Starting lineups and keys to the game brought to you by KCB Bank.
Rural communities are known for their unequaled support of their hometown sports teams. KCB Bank can help you take it to the next level. We now offer Hometown School Pride debit cards, and these cards feature your hometown team mascot so you can show your pride each time you buy something. The best part, they're made right here on site, so there's no waiting for one to come in the mail. Get in touch with us right now and let us help you show your hometown pride. KCB Bank, with 3 locations, Garden City, Lakin, and on the web under your favorite search engine. Member FDIC.
Have you got your Lakin Bronc debit card at the KCB Bank? I sit here and we run the ad every week. I have yet to do it either. So go down. They can make them while you wait. I keep telling myself I need to do it, but the only time I ever go is when I drive through the drive-thru, and I don't think that's the way they want to do it. So I'll get it done eventually. But those of you watching, go and have it done. Show the Lakin Bronc School pride and get your KCB Bank Lakin Bronc debit card. Our pregame has been brought to you by the Lakin Rec Commission.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with Wellness Center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Our first quarter tonight brought to you by the fine folks at Shorty's Cafe. I know they're open till 8 o'clock tonight in the restaurant. They've got us on the monitors. For those visiting the cafe, can watch the Broncs in action. The club is open on Friday home games, and that will continue during the basketball season as well. So Bronc home games, you can go down afterwards and visit about the game and just sit and visit with friends and just enjoy the evening. But Shorty's Cafe, the home of the Cory Burger, and a lot of great homemade, authentic Mexican food. We're waiting for captains to go to the center of the field for the coin toss. Once again, a beautiful night for football here in Larned. Temperature at 82 degrees when we hit the airtime. Captains for the Broncs, Maddox Beltran, Jeremy Orpiza, Javian Granado, and Jayton Hash. For the Indians, number 1, Talon Reynolds, number 2, Carson Shaver, number 25, Luke Fisher, number 23, Brady Hope, and number 11, Ty Smith. Larned in the all-black tonight, orange letters and numbers with the black helmets. The Broncs going the all-white look tonight, purple letters and numbers with the purple helmets. Not a breath of wind in the air tonight. For the 20th of October, you just cannot beat this tonight. And I know it's going to be a broken record throughout the evening, but I am amazed. Last time we were here a couple years ago, it was on Halloween for the first round of the playoffs, and it was bitter cold. Thank goodness I was in this press box. This is by far probably the best press box we go to. It's a 2-level. I'm in a room by myself here. Lakin coaches and our camera is up above us in a window, have their own room. On the other side is the Larned coaches. Right next door to me is the Larned radio station people. Right next to them is the public address system booth. But nice staircase to get up to the second level, but this is a very nice facility. And I thank Larned for allowing us to use this facility here tonight. Lakin has won the toss, and they will receive. Lakin normally has deferred to the second half, but the Bronx going against their normal routine, and they will receive the opening kickoff here to start this game. Tonight is senior night for Larned. Their seniors were introduced before the game. And now the light show with the music going on. Kind of impressive. I like this. You see it on TV. A lot of the college campuses are doing this with the lights. They're installing the LED and they can sync it to music, sync it to the band, all of that good stuff. So pretty cool. Kind of a nice addition to a football game. Once again, our first quarter brought to you by Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin. Back to receive for the Bronx is Alex Robles. The up men, Armando Salcido and Ross Ryder. Cade Colglazer set to kick off for the Indians. The Bronx in the white uniforms going from our left to our right in this opening period. And we're set to go for Bronx football, week 8 of the 2023 football schedule. Colglazer rolls it across the ground, and it's going to roll out of bounds. In recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the officials will be using pink flags tonight in place of the traditional yellow. So the Bronx have the option for a re-kick. They can take it where it went out of bounds, or they can take it at the 35, and I'm going to say they're going to take it at the 35. So the Bronx will have it 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line. Maddox Beltran at quarterback. Has thrown for 359 yards this year, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Coulter Oldham, the fullback, is 164 yards away from his second straight 1,000-yard season. He sits at 836 right now. Armando Salcido follows with 357 yards on the ground. So the Bronx break huddle. And we'll go with the tight formation. 1st and 10. Give this to Oldham up the middle. He'll fight for 2, almost maybe 3 yards. In on the stop, number 53, Michael Graff for Larned. So a gain of 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Bronx. As I talked about in our pregame, the Bronx are going to have to take care of the football and take advantage of every opportunity they get. They've turned the ball over 7 times in the last 2 weeks. 2nd and 7. Give is up the middle once again. Oldham pushed back, fighting forward to the 40-yard line. And he's going to pick up 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Bronx. Big opening drive. The opening drive is always huge for a football team. You want to make a statement right off the bat. Bronx don't want to go 3 and out here. Bronx go split receivers both sides. Fake is to Oldham. Maddox around the left side has blockers. It's across midfield and knocked out of bounds in Larned territory. He's going to get to the Larned 46-yard line. And that's going to be 1st down for Lakin.
First and 10 Bronx on the 46.
So a good 3rd down conversion that time by Maddox Beltran. 14 yards on the play. Salcido in motion. Oldham off the right side following the blockers. Ross Ryder, the blocker, leading the way. And Coulter is going to get 6 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Tackle made by number 3, Deacon Martin.
Deacon Martin on the stop for the Indians. I may not have to announce who makes tackles. The public address speaker is right above us. You might be able to hear it. Maybe I'll just sit here and be quiet and not even talk. Just sit back and enjoy the game. 2nd down and 4 for the Bronx at the Larned 40, type formation. And we've got a flag on the play, illegal procedure against the Bronx.
There's a flag on the play. False call against the offense. Replay 2nd down.
And also using a referee mic tonight too. So you'll be able to hear the referee's indication of the call.
2nd and 9 for the Bronx after that penalty.
So 2nd down and 9. Bronx won't go tight. Well, the Bronx with the wide receiver split to the left side as Larned jumps, and that's going to give the Bronx that 5 yards back. So back and forth we go. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4 once again.
Replay 2nd down.
And the clock should have started, but it sits at 9:42. They did not start the clock on the play, on the officials' whistle.
Coulter Olderman on run.
So Coulter on the carry.
Yard is good for
It's going to be enough for another Bronx 1st down. So the offense moving on this opening possession.
5, Luke Fisher. First and 10 from the 35.
So 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the Larned 35-yard line. Ryder in motion. The give is to Oldham up the middle once again.
Number 15,
And he's going to gain about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Our first quarter brought to you by Shorty's Cafe.
Bauer Sox.
So they're going to say a gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Give up the middle. Oldham spins off the pile. He's not going to gain anything that time. They stopped him for no gain.
He's stopped by Angel Bauer Sox and Ricky Slattery.
Larned with the brand new turf field this year. They just installed it last summer. Mammoth Construction, the same company that installed the field at Lakin, installed this one. They don't have their track installed yet, but their track, once they get the track installed, this is going to be a very, very nice facility. Great lighting with the LED lights. Oldham up the left side. He cuts it up the middle across the 15, and he's going to have another Bronx 1st down. The left side of the line that time, opening up a huge hole. Orpeza and Cantu opening up the hole on that far side. So 1st and 10 Bronx on this opening drive. Maddox under center. Counter to Ryder. Ryder fishing through, following his blockers. And he's going to have the 1st down, but he's brought down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal Bronx at the Larned 1-yard line.
goal for the Bronx.
Bronx go type formation. Maddox under center. Give this to Oldham, and he's going to be stopped shy. That'll bring up second down and goal.
Given the ball, he was stopped short by Luke Fisher.
Oldham definitely has been the workhorse on this drive. And Oldham comes up hobbled, limping off the field. So the Bronx, Blair Jones will enter the backfield for Coulter Oldham. They'll check him out on the sideline. So second and goal from the 1. Bronx go tight once again. Maddox with it, fighting for yards, and he's not going to make it. Actually lost about a football's length.
Maddox Beltran on the quarterback keeper.
Maddox on that play sidestepped. When you're going to run a quarterback sneak, you cannot sidestep. You've got to go. Timeout, Larned, their first timeout of the half. Your first quarter brought to you by Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin. Home of homemade, authentic Mexican food. So now the Bronx faced with a third and goal from just inside the 2-yard line. Once again, a beautiful night for football here in Larned. Can't get over how nice it is. Actually, in this booth, there's a fan even going in this booth, so it's kind of nice just to have some air moving. There is absolutely no wind whatsoever here tonight. I looked at the lighting before we got things started, and I thought, wow, I wonder how those lights work. These lights really light up this facility. It's really nice. Third and goal for the Bronx, type formation. Blair Jones ran into Maddox Beltran, but I think there's a fumble on the play. And Larned recovers. So the Bronx with first and goal fail to convert as they fumble the football.
Fumble on the play. It's recovered by the Larned Indians. Recovery made by Deacon Norton.
So another Bronx mistake, their 8th turnover in the last 3 weeks, including tonight. And a costly one from third and goal at the Larned 2-yard line. Larned with it, first and 10 from their 1. Oldham forces the runner out of bounds. That was Lane Elam on the carry.
Fisher on that run, good for a Larned Indian first down. He's pushed out of bounds by Coulter Oldham.
So first and 10 Indians now at their 20-yard line. Indians go fullback field type formation.
Luke Fisher on that carry.
Luke Fisher on the carry.
Excuse me, Ty Smith on that carry. Picks up 5 yards.
Okay, no, that was number 11, Ty Smith. Going to gain about 6 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 6. And another run to the right side. That was Luke Fisher with the football once again. Luke Fisher on the year, 913 yards on the ground. He's approaching 1,000 as well, along with Coulter Oldham. Fisher needs 87. First and 10 Indians. Give this to Fisher, right side once again.
Luke Fisher on the run.
Tripped up by Coulter. And Larned now in the hurry up. 2nd down and 6. They go quick. Run to the near side. Ty Smith with it. And he's across midfield. 1st and 10 Indians. And the Indians lining up in the hurry up, keeping the Bronx defense on the field without substitution. So 1st and 10, just inside Bronx territory. Fisher steps inside of Granado, still on his feet to the 45, brought down by Beltran and Orpiza.
He's tackled by Maddox Beltran.
Now Larned will go to a huddle. So 2nd down and 6. I wasn't even able to update down and distance when they were going hurry up offense like they were. 2nd down and 6. Ball right in front of us. Bronx pointing across the line. There is a whistle. And we'll wait for the official.
Penalty is false start against the Indians.
And illegal procedure called against Larned. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Carson Shaver turned, and he was eaten up by the Bronx interior. Ross Ryder there, Jeremy Orpiza there as well. So a loss of 3 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Indians. Back at their own 47-yard line. This drive started at the Larned 1 after the Bronx fumbled. Now the Indians spread it out from the shotgun. Quick pass to the right side. Tackled immediately by Maddox Beltran. Pass was complete to number 1, Reynolds. But Maddox, good defense there. And that's going to be a loss of 3. Brings up 4th and 17 for for the Indians. So the Bronx defense, after the Indians got into Bronx territory, will punt it away. Ross Ryder back to return the punt. And we'll call the fair catch at the Bronx 23-yard line, where the Bronx will take over 1st and 10. Ryder had room. He could have caught that and maybe tried to return it, but I'm sure that's by design. The Bronx want to just make sure they catch the football and take over 1st and 10. It's 1st and 10 at the Bronx 23-yard line. The Bronx first drive went 64 yards. They got to the Larned 1-yard line and then turned it over on a fumble. So the Bronx with their second possession. Break the huddle. Drew Patterson, the receiver, to the near side. Javian Granado to the far side. Maddox under center. Coulter Oldham back into the lineup. Fake to Coulter. Maddox off the right side. He's across the 30, the 40. It's a foot race across midfield. Has one guy to beat. Looking back, and he's going to score. The 10-5 and touchdown. Maddox Beltran. So Maddox with a 77-yard touchdown run, and the Bronx strike first. So how big is that fumble on the opening drive with that one? Clock stayed running during that touchdown banner, so we'll run it back up. Bronx will line up and go for 2. Oldham off the right side, fighting for the end zone, and is in.
Coulter Oldham on the carry, good for a 2-point conversion for the Bronx.
So with 2:12 remaining in the first quarter, the Broncs on the board, lead it 8-0. So the Broncs do answer after a huge turnover on their first possession, and they lead at 8-0.
Go and pick up your booster sponsorship shirt in the booth tonight. While you're there, you can sign up to win the 4 Kansas City Chiefs tickets. Will be given away later tonight during the fourth quarter. Also, if you want to try out for an extra point kick, you can buy your tickets there as well. Feature receiving the Indians is number 1, Howard Reynolds, number 10, Mason Miller. Setting up the kick for the Broncs.
Armando Salcido to kick. They got like a little footstool underneath the bench here, and he's trying to set that up. Short pooch kick, fielded by an up man. I don't have the number. They're brought down immediately at the 40-yard line. On that return was Cordell Hammocky. So Larned in good field position at their 41-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 from the Larned Indians on the 41.
Indians in an I formation. Quarterback keeps it to the near side, and he's going to be swallowed up for a loss. And we do have a flag at the back of the play. Maddox Beltran on the stop. Carson Schaefer with the keeper. We'll wait and see what the indication is. Illegal block in the back, and we'll get the
Block in the back. Hits the offense. Replay first down.
an illegal block of the back. That in the back, that will be from the spot of the foul. So that'll take the Indians clear back to their 27-yard line. So a loss of 14 on that play, and it's first and 24. And I think there's some question about where that ball should be placed. And now they're going to move it to the 31. So it's going to be first and 20. I'll get it right as soon as they do. So first and 20 for the Indians. Luke Fisher hit on the right side. We've got a flag on the play. Fisher still carrying defenders and finally brought down at the Larned 48-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Usually a hold or a block in the back when it's trailing the play like that. And it is holding against Larned. So that will go from the spot of the foul past the line of scrimmage. That'll take it back to the Larned 29-yard line. So first and 22 now for the Indians as we start over once again. Larned quick to the line type formation. Give to the near side.
Ty Fisher on the carry.
Ty Fisher with the carry, brought down by Javian Granado. Going to gain about 4 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 18 for the Indians. Clock at 1:22 to go in our first quarter. Once again, full backfield type formation. Now they'll throw. on the run, and that ball out of bounds, incomplete. Good pressure in the backfield by Jeremy Orpiza. Actually, that was Timmy Johnson with the pressure in the backfield. So 3rd and 18 for the Bronx defense.
It's 3rd down. Let's make some
Larned at 3rd and 18 from their 32-yard line. Carson Shaver rolling out, looking for space, and now brings it back to the near side, heaves it out there, and it's complete to Talon Reynolds. The Bronx defense lost track of Talon Reynolds, and he'll bring that in for a 1st down. Shaver just threw one up, and Talon Reynolds there to bring it in. So 1st and 10 for the Indians at the Bronx 30. Fisher off the right side. He's across the 25 down to the 23. Maddox in on the stop. Coulter in on the stop. Ross Ryder in there as well. Hurry up, 2nd down and 2. Oldham and Ryder on the stop, and that was Ty Smith on the carry. So 1st and 10 for the Indians as they get to the line of scrimmage quick. Fumble on the snap, and that'll throw the timing off. Timmy Johnson with the tackle in the backfield. Ty Smith on the carry. He's going to lose a couple yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12. And that's the end of the 1st quarter. Your 1st quarter brought to you by Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin. After 1 period of play, the score, Lakin 8 and Larned nothing. Your 2nd quarter brought to you by Shelter Insurance, the big red, white, and blue sign, East Highway 50, Lakin.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
8-0, the Bronx lead the Indians after 1 period of play. It will be 2nd down and 11 for the Indians when we resume the 2nd quarter. Bronx took the opening possession, drove 64 yards, and then turned it over on the Larned 1. Bronx defense forced the Indians to punt. And on the first play from scrimmage, Maddox Beltran took it 77 yards for a touchdown, and that's where we stand. Larned driving on their 2nd possession of the ball game. Carson Shaver, quarterback under center, full backfield. Give is to Fisher. Jeremy Orpiza in the backfield, tackles him for a loss. Ross Ryder and Eli Bemis in on the play as well. And I didn't reset our clock. I apologize for that, so we'll run it down and try to catch up. So 3rd and about 16 after that 4-yard loss for the Indians. On the carry was Ty Smith off the left side and fought off tackle after tackle, and it will be 1st and goal now for the Indians
Number 12, Drew Patterson on the tackle for the Bronx.
From the Bronx 3-yard line, Drew Patterson on the stop, saving the touchdown. So the Indians tight formation, 1st and goal from the Bronx 3. Dish is to Fisher. Coulter met him at the line of scrimmage, and Fisher able to veer off and score the touchdown for the Indians. So the light show in effect for Larned. And I would think that might be a little annoying as Larned broke the huddle and they were still flashing the lights. 2-point conversion is good by Ty Smith. And with 10:58 to go in our first half, we are tied at 8 apiece. One thing that I see with Larned is, I'll tell you what, you better wrap them up on first contact because they are battling. Their legs are moving after each initial hit. So the Bronx are going to have to be more effective on first contact. So after the Bronx score, Larned answers right back to tie it up. Cade Colglazer will kick it off for the Indians. The importance of this game is pretty clear by both teams. The winner gets the home game next week in week 9. The loser most likely travels to Beloit. So a lot on the line here. Colglazer to kick. Low spinning kick taken by Salcido at the 24, looking for space. And we'll take it back to the Bronx 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bronx there.
He's tackled by number 33, Dalen Rasmussen, and several other Indians.
The only problem with it being so nice here tonight, there's flying bugs everywhere. And this flying ants, had to get rid of some wasps before we got started here tonight. But I'm not going to complain too much because it could be 40 degrees outside and I could be sitting out in it. So we'll take our chances with the bugs. Bronx 1st and 10, give us to Oldham. Oldham off the right side across the 35, lowers his shoulder into Deacon Martin and falls ahead to the 38-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Bronx.
Gain of 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Bronx.
Maddox brings them to the line, tight formation. Maddox under center. And the Bronx with an illegal procedure. A lineman went just a hair too early.
Flags on the play.
I don't think he jumped early. Everybody else was late. But it doesn't really matter what I think. So a 5-yard penalty brings up 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Bronx.
Give us to Oldham off the right side. In on the stop, Mason Miller for the Indians.
He's tackled by number 10, Mason Miller.
Gain of maybe 1 on the, well, We're going to gain about 3 yards on the play. He's going to bring up third down and about 4. Big third down play for the Broncs. Really need to have a drive here after Larned just tied it up. Fake up the middle. Ross Ryder out to the near side. He has blockers. And we've got a flag here on the near side, and I think they're going to call a hold. No, sideline warning against Larned. I think they're calling a sideline warning. Yep. Sideline warning against Larned. Well, I kind of wonder because he didn't really throw it at the play at all. He just dropped it on the sideline along this near side. So 1st and 10 Broncs after the Ross Ryder run from their 47-yard line. Counter, Ryder cuts it up the middle, gets across midfield to the Indian 49-yard line. Going to gain 4 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6. Play clock winding down. Broncs call timeout, their first of the half. And while we have a chance, we're going to take a timeout as well. Our second quarter brought to you by Shelter Insurance.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
I want to thank everybody for joining me here tonight on LakinSports.com, Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Week 8 of the football season. Week 9 next week. Actually, the first round of the playoffs for the top 4 teams in the district. Each 5th place team in each district, week 9 will be the final game, but for the top 4 of each district, week 9 is the first round of the state playoffs. So the Broncs with it, 2nd down and 6. Pitch, and it's loose in the backfield, and Larned's going to come up with it. Another mistake by the Broncs. Broncs with their 2nd fumble tonight. And Larned with good starting field position from the Bronc 41-yard line.
First and 10 for the Indians from their own 41.
Indians 1st and 10 from the Bronc 41. Give is to Luke Fisher. Ross Ryder with the tackle in the backfield. He will lose 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 13 as we roll under 8 minutes to go in our first half. Receiver to the near side now. They'll run him to the other side. That's Tristan Reagan. Shaver under center. Give up the middle to Ty Smith. Smith bobbled the exchange, but was able to hold on and take it back to the original line of scrimmage for its 3rd and 10. Third and 10 Indians. Talon Reynolds, the receiver to the near side. Option play, Fisher working his blockers and forced out of bounds inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. And it's going to be 4th and about 3 for the Indians at that spot. I thought the play was out of bounds, so I stopped my clock, so we'll run it down and catch up. So 4th and 3 Indians. From the I formation. And I don't think, oh, he's going to get it. He needed to get to the 31 and he fell forward and will have the first down.
Yardage good for a first down.
The first down Indians on the second effort by Ty Smith.
Several Bronx hit on that tackle.
Option to the near side. Carson Shaver keeps it.
Carson Smith on the
He'll get
keeper.
across the 30, brought down by Timmy Johnson
Javion Granado on the tackle for the Bronx.
and Jayton Hash. Gain of a couple. Going to be 2nd down and 8. Option to the left side. Shaver corralled in the backfield, got away from Orpiza, and that's a block in the back, and the officials did not see that. Eli Bemis got pushed in the back to get Shaver extra running yards, and they did not call that. So Shaver gets to the Bronx 25-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 5. That one should have been easy.
3rd and 4 for the Indians.
So 3rd and 5 for Larned. Give us to Fisher. He's stacked up. Nowhere to run there. Ross Ryder got him high. Javion Granado got him low. And is actually, let's see, no gain on the play. It's going to be 4th and 6. Actually lost one. Maybe. So 4th and 6 for the Indians. Clock running at 4:40 in our second quarter.
It's 4th down. Let's make some noise.
Shaver back to pass. On the roll, left side. And it's complete. You've got a flag on the play that you can't see because the light show is going on. But there are 2 flags on the play now. Tristan Reagan caught the pass. And there's a discussion on the field. The Bronx did hit the receiver and the ball came loose. That could be part of the discussion. If that ball came loose and went through the end zone, that's a touchback. But I'm going to say excessive celebration, but there is also a flag down at the 21-yard line. The white hat is talking to Chris Bamberger, the Bronx head coach. So they're going to say touchdown, a 4th and 6, and Larned completes it for the score. But there are flags on the play. We've got to sort that out. Two unsportsmanlike penalties against Lakin.
There are 2 penalties on that pay. It's sportsmanlike conduct against the Bronx. By the way, Tristan Regan in on that touchdown for the Larned Indians.
So they'll move the ball half the distance for the 2-point conversion.
After the penalty, half the distance to the goal for the 2-point conversion.
So the Indians line up for 2. Dive up the middle is good by Ty Smith. And with 4:18 remaining in our first half, Larned out in front 16-8.
Alex Robles deep to receive for the Bronx. Kate Colblazer setting up the kick for the Indians.
Robles back to return for Lakin. Cole Glazer to kick for Larned once again. Low line drive kick fielded by the up man. That was Javian Granado. So the Bronx 1st and 10 from their 38-yard line. Bronx have got to bounce back. They've had 2 turnovers. Larned scoring on one of them. Have a score, they said, Beloit, a first half score 6-0 leading TMP tonight. I've got a score from Holcomb. Holcomb in the second quarter all over Southwestern Heights, 35-0. 1st and 10 Bronx pitch. Oldham off the right side will get across the 40 and pick up about 5 yards. No, looks like they're going to give him about 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Bronx need to score here before the end of the half because Larned will get the second half kick. So 2nd down and 4. Fake to Oldham, out to Ryder. He's around the end, across the 15, still on his feet across the 30-20, and he's going to score. Ross Ryder looked like he might be run out of bounds at around the 45, and he just cut and turned the corner, and touchdown Bronx. A 58-yard touchdown run by Ross Ryder. So the Bronx answer right away, and we'll go for 2 to try to tie this up. Off the right side, Oldham's run is no good. So with 3:24 remaining in our first half, the Bronx pulled to within 2. Larned 16, Lakin 14.
Make sure you get over to the Booster Club booth, pick up your Chiefs tickets or your chance to pick an extra point during halftime. You can also run over to the PTO booth for the high school, get your chance to win one of the quilts. Deep to receive for the Indians, number 1, Talon Reynolds, number 10, Mason Miller.
It's Armando Salcido to kick it off for the Bronx.
Number 3, Armando Salcido.
Talon Reynolds, one of the backs to receive. I can't see the number on the other one on the far side. I think it might be Ty Smith, but I'm not sure. Orange on black, unless they're right under the light. I can't really see it. Short pooch kick fielded at the 31-yard line. Fumble, ball is on the ground, and the Bronx have it. So the Bronx force there a turnover. And now have it in Larned territory at the Larned 36-yard line. So good special teams defense there by the Bronx. I was trying to see who made the tackle. I saw a 7. I think it was Maddox that forced the fumble. So the Bronx in business at the Larned 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake to Oldham, and Beltran will be sacked. Will be sacked back. Wow. They're going to take him all the way back to the 45-yard line. So a loss of 9 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 19. There should have been some sort of stop of forward progress on that play, but 2nd and 19, a loss of 9. Bronx lined up off sides. The receiver looked at the official this side. The official told him to back up, and he didn't even pay attention to him. It was obvious. You come, you look at the official. If he'll tell you whether you're good or not, but you've got to watch him. So another penalty is going to back it up to 2nd and 24 for Lakin. I don't mean to sound critical, but if you're going to check an official of where your alignment is. Wait for him to tell you where your alignment is. They will help you. So 2nd and 24 for the Bronx, back to midfield after this drive started at the Larned 36. And the clock is running. I didn't see the official indication to run the clock, so here we go. Ryder brought down in the backfield. And that's going to be another loss of 1 and bring up a long 3rd down for the Bronx. And our clock is updated now. So the Bronx, with great starting field position, have done nothing but go backwards.
3rd and 25 for the Bronx.
3rd and 25. And a timeout called by Lakin. Their 2nd timeout of the half. I'm going to send a shout out to Jared and Katie watching back at home. Jared wanted a shout out, but I don't know if I really should give him one because he should be working tonight. Tonight is the best night you would have ever had on the sideline of a football game. You missed out. No wind, temperature in the low 80s when we started. You wouldn't have had it any better, Jared. But I'll give you a shout out nonetheless. Send out an early happy birthday to Jared. Jared's birthday's this weekend, so I'm not going to tell how old he is because that makes me feel that much older. So 3rd and 25 for the Bronx. Minute 26 to go in our first half. Maddox fakes up the middle. Bronx, we're going to set up a screen pass, and it is complete to Calder. Calder up the far side across the 40. And will be brought down at about the 38-yard line. So it's going to be a 4th and 12 for the Bronx if they do indeed try to go for it.
Brings up 4th and 12 for the Bronx.
Slow developing. Slow developing screen pass, but it was complete. So 4th and 10 Bronx, 4th and 12 Bronx as they go for it here on 4th down. 40 seconds remaining in the half. And an offsides against Larned. That'll help. Now it's more manageable at 4th and 7 instead of 4th and 12.
Offside on the defense. Replay 4th down.
Twenty seconds to go, play clock at 13, so it's not an issue, but 4th and 7 for the Bronx. Maddox back to throw, and it's picked off. Cordell Hammocky with the pick. And the Bronx with their 3rd turnover in this first half. First and 10, Indians with 6 seconds remaining in the half. Ty Smith off the left side, still on his feet, across the 45, and that'll do it for our first half. The pickup was good for a first down, but that'll do it for the first half. A back and forth first half, a half of a lot of mistakes, mainly by the Bronx with 3 first half turnovers. So they're going to put 17 minutes on the clock for halftime. For some reason, I cannot get this clock to reset higher than 12. But we're at the half. The Indians lead it by the score of 16-14. Our second quarter brought to you by Shelter Insurance.
Lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides
Oh, classic convertible.
and have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo,
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Our halftime sponsor, the Golden Plains Credit Union.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You can lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
And I want to thank Golden Plains Credit Union and all the great sponsors that help make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Without them, we definitely could not be doing what we do. Our halftime thoughts and recap brought to you by Kearney County Community Development. Ralph, good night.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Look at some halftime thoughts, and Jared comes up with another NFL halftime trivia, so we might have to see what we can do here. But I ought to not even play. You decided to stay home. I shouldn't even play, but we'll give it a shot. You know what I am. I'm a sucker for NFL trivia. So let's recap the first half. Bronx got on the board first on a Maddox Beltran 77-yard run. Coulter ran in the two-point conversion, and with 2:12 to go in the first quarter, the Bronx led it 8-0. Larned answered on a Luke Fisher 3-yard run with 10:58 to go in the second quarter. Ty Smith added the conversion run, and we were tied at 8 apiece. With 4:18 remaining in the first half, Larned took the lead on a Tristan Reagan 27-yard pass from Carson Shaver. Ty Smith with the 2-point run, and Larned with their first lead at 16-8. Bronx answered right back on a Ross Ryder 58-yard run. The extra point run failed, and that's where we stand. The Bronx trails 16-14 at the half. The big question the big issue for the Bronx in the first half is 3 first half turnovers. The interception late in the first half there before the end of the half wasn't really that big a deal, but the Bronx completed, have the first down, you never know. But the Bronx with 3 first half turnovers, and one was a big turnover at the Larned 1-yard line on the opening possession of the football game. So mistakes for the Bronx so far in this first half, but yet only trail 16-14. A lot of things going on this weekend for Lakin High School athletics. Tomorrow, the Lady Bronc volleyball team is at Hoisington for the 3A Sub-State Volleyball Tournament. The Lady Broncs are the number 2 seed and will face a familiar foe in the first round, the Lady Mustangs of Southwestern Heights. And they will face them in the first round, and wish them best of luck in tomorrow's Sub-State Volleyball Tournament. Cross-country teams are at Lake Barton Country Club for the 3A cross-country regional. The boys team is the High Plains League champions this year. So best of luck to them at regionals tomorrow. And also, I'm sure everybody knew, but the Lady Bronc volleyball team, the High Plains League tournament champions, winning the championship last week in Leota. Got a field goal kicking contest going on here at the half, and got a gentleman out there kicking field goals off a tee, and he boomed the first one, a 25-yard field goal, and he's kicking soccer style. He's going from 30. Oh, he throws the phone and the glasses down now. Kick is up and good. He's good from 30. So some halftime entertainment here at Larned. I don't know what he's winning. I did hear they've got some Chiefs tickets, but I think you have to sign up and register for those. I don't know, but if he made the field goal for Chiefs tickets, good for him.
All right, Lynn, that's a tough act to follow.
And they've got somebody else out there to kick, and he's going to kick it from the 5, so he's going to go with a 15-yarder to start with. I think I could even maybe do that one. Maybe. I don't know. I'd probably get halfway through the kick and my knee lock up. So, and that one's good. So that kick is good.
Kick is in your future, Lynn.
So some entertainment here at the half. Holcomb at halftime over Southwestern Heights by the score of 42-6.
He kicked it so far they can't find the ball now, can they?
So they're trying to retrieve the ball for his second kick. So Jared's halftime football trivia, NFL trivia, 6 helmets in the NFL that have just a single letter on them. Well, the first one's easy. That's the Washington Commanders, so that one's easy.
Did he miss it? Just a bit outside.
The Miami Dolphins. They have an M on the logo, on the helmet, on the Dolphin, on the logo. So there's 2. Let's see. A single letter.
Somehow this is went from an extra point kick to a field goal.
Broncos old school has the D.
All right, let's make some noise.
But that's the old school. And the gentleman attempted a 40-yarder, and
that's, all right.
That's tough.
Still get one. Let's give it up to all our contestants tonight.
And Jared texted me, said, or within the logo, but I got the Dolphins one right. They have an M on the helmet. Yes, Miami Dolphins. Well, that was the old one. That is right. Their new one does not have a helmet on the Dolphin. They went the new style. We need to quit going with this new stuff. Let's go back to the old and just leave it there. Okay, so we've got the Washington Commanders with a letter on their helmet. My goodness. Single letter. Okay, new helmets. Okay.
We also want to say congratulations to our Larned Junior Indian football teams. Both teams will be competing tomorrow in the playoffs at Fort Hays.
I hate having to think too hard.
The 3rd and 4th grade team will play at noon, and the 4 and 1 5th and 6th grade team will be playing at 8:30 tomorrow night. Both games will be played on FHSU's Lewis Field. Thank you to coaches Rusty Brown, Brian Stoliker, Anthony Hopkins, Brian Pritchett, Josh Wood,
Well, I'm
Mike
thinking.
Simmons, and Gabe Dittman for your investment into Larned Indian football.
Man. This is tough.
Don't forget to run by the Booster Club, pick up your sponsorship shirts tonight. And then while you're there, don't forget
6 helmets that have just a single letter.
to win 4 Kansas City Chiefs tickets to see them take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Kansas City's got 2 single letters that they put together. What's up, boss? Doing all right. How are you? You need to tour this place. You need to tour this because this is what we need.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Do we need to put in a plug for press box?
Well, come on in and let's do it.
Press box?
Well, yes. Oh, Nate Schmidt outside my window. I told him he needs to tour this facility here. This is a nice press box. It really is. Oh, now he's helping me. Okay. I hadn't got that far yet, but the Packers and the Bears, so there's 3. The Commanders, Packers, Bears. Oh, we're getting some help from home too. The Bengals just have the tiger stripes, so there's no letter on the helmet, and the Falcons just have the bird. So I don't think there's any letters there either. Tampa Bay's got the pirate, but it's the pirate on the flag. Carolina Panthers is the Panther. The Jaguars is a Jaguar. Okay. The Bengals, like I said, they have the tiger stripes, so there's no letters. And the Falcons have the falcon bird on it. The Lions have the lion. The Niners, Rams, Cardinals, and Seahawks, and none of them have letters. Interesting. But I like we're getting participation from home. Oh, so Jared says the Falcons is right because it's in the shape of an F. But it's not really an F. Oh, come on. I don't think that's what they intended it to be. But I don't know. Let's see here. Saints, no. Oh, Tennessee Titans have a T. The Titans have a T. Yeah. I'm getting help from Aaron Michaelis and Mandy. Aaron says Titans. Aaron, you are right. Let's see.
I have another score to report at the end of the half. Deloitte 6, TMP still 0.
Okay, Aaron, Packers, yes. We already got that one. Jared, hey, I'm getting help. There's no technicality here. I'm getting help here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Steelers have the word Steelers. The Browns is orange. Ravens have a B, so the Baltimore Ravens with a B. Houston Texans don't have one. So, okay, so what do I have? I've got Baltimore, Titans, Packers, Bears, Commanders. Yeah. I just got a text that Jared's trying to put me in at home is what he's trying to do, working my mind too hard. Yeah, Aaron, yeah. I said the Ravens, so good job, Aaron. Jared, you need to be getting Erin Michaelis involved here. She's doing all the answering for me. Gosh, you said one more, and I don't know who it could be. Man. But you are saying helmet, right? Helmet letters. Okay, I got them all with Baltimore then. So then Washington, Baltimore, Tennessee Titans, Packers, Eagles have a hidden E? Oh, they don't either. Where's that hidden at? You're going to say on the feathers it's a hidden E. That's not fair. That's not fair. Well, like I said, I do like NFL halftime trivia. Oh, that was, okay, that wasn't Jared that said the hidden E. That was Mike Helberg. Mike, hey, good to hear from you. But am I right? The E is hidden in the edge of the feathers then? Is that it? Okay, now Jared's got one. The next one is who has a football in their logo. I don't know if we have much time. We've only got about 4 minutes to go when we reset the clock after. We got 1:12 to go. So we may have to save that one for another day. I'm going to run my clock down to 3 minutes and get ready for the rewind. So Mike Helberg sends me an attachment. Okay. I understand that's a possible E there, but you have to draw the back side of the letter, though. I don't know. But you are right. Once you trace it out, it looks like an E. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I got a text from my mother that had the Bengals logo in a B, but that's not on the that's not an official helmet logo. Their official helmet logo is the stripes. So, and Dwayne, you are right. I think Jared wants to put me in a home. No doubt about that. But thanks to Aaron and Mandy, though. Thanks for joining in. So teams, why don't we just save that one? Two teams have a football and their logo on the helmet. Run our clock down. We got 2:40 remaining. Only two teams, that's not that hard. Well, it is when I've got second half to get ready for. So let's see here. Let's see if we can do this real quick. I don't know if we can. I don't know if I can pull this off real quick or not. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you take a moment to thank our Pawnee County EMS, the Pawnee County Sheriff's Department, the Larned Fire and Rescue, and the Larned Police Department for serving and providing coverage at tonight's contest.
I think the Jets might, or they used to. think the Jets maybe is one of them. Well, I don't know after that. I don't know. The Niners, but it's an oval. It's not really in the, I don't know if that's a football shape. I don't know. But I know the Jets do. The Jets have a white football in theirs. I don't know. I'm just for sure going with the Jets. I'm not sure about the other one, but we're going to wrap up our halftime show. We want to thank all of our halftime sponsors. Okay, Jared says the Jets is one of them. Our halftime sponsor was the Golden Plains Credit Union, and also want to thank the agency for all of their support as well. We're going to take a timeout. We're back with our second half right after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
And we get set for our fourth quarter. So I was right on the Jets. Mandy Michaelis texted me Pirates, but it's the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have a helmet, a football on the flag of their logo on their helmets. So you know what? Buccaneers or Pirates, so good job, Mandy. You got the guess right. So to claim your prize, you guys need to hit up Jared for your prize. But our third quarter brought to you by Matthew Medill, CPA. Short kick fielded by the up man, brought down by Colter Oldham. On the return was Dalen Rasmussen.
Dalen Rasmussen is on the return. He's tackled by number 15, Colter Oldham.
And Roy rode in Tampa Bay. Yeah, Mandy, they have a football under the skull. Okay. All right, well, hopefully that wasn't too boring for everybody during our halftime. I guess it kind of made the time pass. 1st and 10. Indians from their 36-yard line. On the carry was Luke Fisher for no gain.
Luke Fisher on the carry.
And I'll run our clock up. I didn't stop it. So we'll get us synced in here. So, no gain on the play. They're going to say a short loss, but we're going to say no gain. 2nd down and 10 for the Indians. One receiver split to the far side, I formation. And Luke Fisher off the left side. He'll get to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards on the play and bring up 3rd down and 6. So thanks, Jared, for the trivia fun at halftime. Hope everybody had fun with it. I did. And I appreciate the texts of everybody getting involved with it. You know what? Here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com, I've always been for everybody else to get the enjoyment out of it. So glad y'all joined in. And to Aaron Michaelis, good luck tomorrow at the Sub-State Volleyball Tournament. Give up the middle, and that's going to be short of a 1st down. Ty Smith on the carry. And that'll bring up a 4th and 1 from the 45-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter. Larned leads the Bronx 16-14. 4th and 1 for the Indians. give up the middle. And the first down will be gained. Ty Smith with the run up the middle.
Smith on the carry. Yardage good for Indian first down.
So 1st and 10, Indians at their 47-yard line. Okay, the officials got to wind the clock after the first down. Let's go. And they started it without him. He never gave the indication, but the clock upstairs started without him. So here we go. Flag on the play. Luke Fisher with the carry to the near side, brought down by Jeremy Orpiza. It'll be a gain of 4 if the play stands, but Larned looks like they're backing up. So a holding call.
Replay first down.
So a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage will bring up 1st and 20 for the Indians from their 37-yard line. So thank you, Mandy, for the words, the text, kind words there. She said people were texting Aaron and getting involved with the trivia. So Jeremy Orpiza dragging down Carson Shaver from behind. Shaver fumbled at the end of the play, but he was ruled down. Orpiza's tackle very close to a horse collar, but he did a great job. He grabbed him by the sleeve and then let go and wrapped him up. So a good job of tackling there. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20. Second down and 20. Tight formation by the Indians. Give is to Ty Smith, looking for room on the left side. He's going to fall back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 20. So here's the down the Broncs have had trouble with. 3rd and 4th and long. So the Broncs need to hold here at 3rd and 20. Larned's last touchdown was scored on a 4th and 16. So defensive backs, don't let them get behind you. Stay with your man here on 3rd down. And for some reason, my clock stopped, so we'll run it down to 8 minutes. From the gun, Shaver now retreating, and that's an incomplete pass. He tried to sidearm it to the running back in the flat. That was Cordell Hammocky. And we'll run the clock back down to 7:56. And a good job by the Broncs defense, forcing a 4th and 20. Drew Patterson back to return for the Broncs. I said Ross in the first half. That was Drew Patterson with the first half punt as well. High wobbler coming to the near side off the side of the punter's foot, and will be blown dead at the Larned 49-yard line. So the Broncs will have good starting field position, their first possession of this second half. 1st and 10 from the Indian 49-yard line. Late in the first half, the Broncs had starting field position 1st and 10 from the Indian 36 and failed to gain a yard, and then turned it over on an interception on 4th and 7. So 1st and 10 Broncs. Fake up the middle. Beltran will tuck it around the right side. He will get 2 on the play. Larned did a good job of stringing the play out. Beltran kept it and wisely kept it. There was no room out on the edge. So a gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7. Our third quarter brought to you by Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin.
2nd and 7 for the Bronx.
Dish is to Oldham. Oldham finds an opening off the right side. He's across the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's going to score. Coulter Oldham from 46 yards out. And the Bronx with the touchdown. And the Bronx will line up for 2. Give us to Oldham, and he'll walk into the end zone. And the Bronx retake the lead, now leading by 6. They lead at 22-16. Okay, got too many mice on my table here to. Okay, so touchdown, Lakin. I was trying to use my other mouse to do this, and wrong computer, wrong mouse. Update everything, and I think we're set to go, finally. So once again, I want to thank everybody for the involvement at halftime. Had fun with it. I love trivia, especially sports trivia. Talon Reynolds and Deacon Martin back to return for the Indians. Armando Salcido to kick. I want to thank Matthew Medill, CPA, our third quarter sponsor. Short kick once again, fielded at the Larned 25-yard line. And Brady Hope on the return. Bronx had 3 guys there. It's going to be a 2-yard return. So 1st and 10, Larned from their 27-yard, 27-yard line. Bronx held on downs last possession for the Indians. Let's see what they do here. Winner of this game gets the Week 9 home game next week, possibly against Russell. Loser, most likely on the road to Beloit. 1st and 10 from the gun, Shaver. What a play by Eli Bemis. Ross Ryder was stringing the play out. Bemis pushed him from behind into the ball carrier. Nice heads-up play. I like that. Going to be a loss of almost 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 14. But a nice play that time by Eli Bemis. You don't see that very often. All he did was just give Ross Ryder just a little boost, kind of like NASCAR with the bump and run. Shaver from the gun. Norian Cantu chases him from the pocket. Now throws it from the left side and dropped. Cade Colglazer had it in his hands. He got between 2 defenders. And that'll bring up 3rd down. So the Bronx dodging a bullet there. Shaver with, I don't know about all time to throw, but he had plenty of time to roll out. But Norian can too that time, flushing him from the pocket. Jayton Hash giving chase. So 3rd and 14 for the Indians here. And the Indians will go from the gun. They'll spread them out. 2 to the left, 1 to the near side. And we've got a whistle.
Timeout, Indians.
And the Indians, I didn't update my timeouts, but there they are at 3 apiece. The Indians now with their first timeout used. 5:52 to go in our 3rd quarter. Bronx on top 22-16.
This is your last quarter. Get your Chief tickets opportunities.
Once again, we want to wish the Lady Bronx volleyball team best of luck. Tomorrow's the 3A sub-state in Hoisington. And best of luck to the cross-country teams at Lake Barton Country Club, located between Great Bend and Hoisington. So Bronx Nation invading this part of the country in the next couple of days. Of course, we're here tonight in Larned, and then in Hoisington, and then between Hoisington and Great Bend tomorrow afternoon. So 3rd and 14 from the gun. Shaver, flush from the pocket once again. A flag is down. Shaver loose up the near side. He's across the 40, across midfield, cuts it. He's going to score, but I think it's going to be brought back. Fans are cheering for nothing because there's a flag in the flat out here. So, and Brady Keith, the Indian head coach, is waving them back, and here they come. So a big break for the Bronx there. I don't know if maybe they let up when they saw the flag, but it will be a holding call. And from the line of scrimmage, that'll back them up 10. It'll be 3rd and 24. So a big break for the Bronx there. It will still be Larned football, but the Bronx dodging a bullet with that long touchdown run. So that takes it all the way back to the Indian 13-yard line. So 3rd and 24 for the Indians. In the gun once again. Shaver straight drop. Middle screen set up to Ty Smith. It is complete. Smith still on his feet. Still on his feet past the 30, past the 40, and brought down, but not before he gets the first down at the Indian 42-yard line. Ty Smith is just a strong runner. I don't know how many Bronx tacklers he shook off, but the Bronx had him corralled after about a 10-yard gain, and he turned that into about a 25 to 30-yard gain. So there again, another 3rd and long that the Bronx defense allowed the Indians to complete or convert, so to speak. Give us to Fisher up the middle. And Norian can too, able to trip him up, but not before he gets the first down. Going to be a gain of 13 yards on the play, 1st and 10. Give this to Fisher once again to the near side. Javian Granado with the tackle.
Fisher on the run.
Fisher will gain 1 yard on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Let you know that Luke Fisher has now passed 1,000 yards of rushing.
And they just announced Luke Fisher has passed 1,000 yards rushing on the season. He came in needing 87. Coulter nearing that total as well. He came into tonight needing 166. Shaver with the option, nowhere to go. Orpeza with the tackle.
Carson Shaver on the keeper. He's tackled by number 65, Jeremy Orpeza. No gain on the play.
So no gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 9. Another 3rd down for the Bronx defense here to hold. Shaver under center, I formation. Shaver with the option, and that's going nowhere. Bronx sniffed it out, read it perfectly. Eli Bemis out there. Ross Ryder out there as well to corral Luke Fisher. Going to be a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 14.
Luke Fisher on the carry.
So with that carry, Fisher might be back under 1,000. I don't know. I don't know how far he'd gotten it past, but you always hate to see that. You get a guy over a milestone, then they have a loss on the next play. So 4th and 14. Patterson back to return. Line drive, end over end kick. And it's going to be down at the Bronx 18-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. 2:32 to go in our 3rd quarter. Bronx lead at 22-16. Our 3rd quarter brought to you by Matthew Medill, CPA. So 1st and 10 Lakin. Drew Patterson goes split to the far side. 2:32 remaining in our 3rd quarter. Salcido in motion. The give is to Oldham. Oldham met at the 20 after about a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
He's brought down by Ty Smith.
Larned with a new facility this summer. They have not poured their track yet. They've not laid the new track. But I've seen pictures of what it's going to look like, and it's going to be very impressive. Beltran dropped the snap. The pitch to the wide side to Salcido. He's going to be brought down for a loss. That play was going nowhere from the start. Back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of about 6 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Bronx. Under a minute and a half to go in our 3rd quarter. Play clock at 8. The Bronx have not yet left the huddle, and that's going to be a timeout. Coach Bamberger running down the sideline, and he's going to get that timeout. Bronx a little late getting that play in, and like I said, there was 9 seconds on the play clock when they broke huddle. So a wise timeout that time by Lakin, their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining. As always, we thank everybody for joining us. And I got a text that the timeouts are still off, but I think they're right now. Scoreboard has Larned with 3, but they took one earlier. So 3rd and 14 for the Bronx. Beautiful night for football for the 20th of October. There has still not been a single breath of wind on the flag. Beltran rolls to the near side, throws it down the middle, and it will fall incomplete. Drew Patterson out in the pattern. Tell you what, if Maddox could have eluded that first defender, he might have had some room to run here. So 4th and 14, the Bronx will punt it. Ross Ryder back to punt. Larned with nobody deep. Here's the time you want to boom one. Low spiral kick, but doesn't take a Bronx bounce. It takes a Larned bounce and is down at the Bronx 46-yard line. If at any time you wanted that artificial turf bounce, the Bronx didn't get one there. So 1st and 10, Indians from the Bronx 46-yard line. 52 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Matthew Medill. Carson Shaver from the gun. The give is to Luke Fisher. Fisher off the left side, still on his feet, driving. And he's carrying the pile down to the 25, inside the 25 for a first down.
Luke Fisher on that carry, different Indian first down.
Well, if there was a question whether he went up back under 1,000 on that last carry, he's well back over it now. So 1st and 10 Indians from the Bronx 23-yard line. The one thing about it with these Larned runners, I tell you what, you're not going to get them down tackling them high. And if you do, you need help to get them low as well. Fisher off the left side once again. That time the Bronx hit him low. He still gained 3. And with that play, that should take us to the end of our 3rd quarter. After that gain of 3. And that'll do it. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the score, Lakin 22 and Larned 16. Our 3rd quarter has been brought to you by Matthew Medill. Our 4th quarter brought to you by Lakin Drug. We're back right after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. So 2nd down and 7 for the Indians at the Bronx 20-yard line as we get set to start our 4th quarter. Brett Hendricks with you. Thanks for joining me tonight for Bronx football. Indians from the eye. Give is to Fisher off the left side. Steps past the tackle of Colter Oldham and gets inside the 15. Where it'll be 1st and 10 from the, he got to the 13, and it will be enough for a first down.
Yardage good for a first down.
So 1st and 10 Indians from the Bronx 13-yard line. as they reset the clock on me once again. I tell you what, I think sometimes up in the booth they just assume that he's going to roll it. And then I have to catch up. Give is to Fisher once again. Kicks it back up the middle. He's inside the 10.
Luke Fisher on the carry. According to Cantu, Jeremy Orpeza in on the tackle.
Jeremy Orpeza in on the stop. A gain of about 6. We're going to call it 2nd down and 4.
Second and 3 for the Indians.
They're going to announce 2nd and 3, but closer to 4. Give us to Fisher. And he's going to bust through and score that one easily. And timeout on the field for an injury to a Larned player. So we currently stand tied at 22 apiece with the upcoming extra point attempt and a timeout on the field for an injury. Player is at least sitting up, and now they'll help him to his feet. The injured player, Joseph Wilder, back on his feet, walking off gingerly under his own power. So now we'll line up for the extra point. Larned will go for 2. Larned in the I formation, sends 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Ty Smith, the fullback, Fisher, the tailback. And this play will be blown dead. Illegal procedure against Larned. So they'll back the 2-point conversion back 5 yards. And they'll try it from the 8. So now from the 8-yard line, Larned will try it again. From the gun, Shaver throws behind the receiver. And with 10:45 remaining in our 4th quarter, we are tied at 22 apiece. Koglaser set to kick for Larned. Back deep for the Bronx, Alex Robles. The up men, Armando Salcido and Ross Ryder. Koglaser has not given the Bronx anything close to any return so far. And another kick on the ground. Javion Granado on the return, and he'll down it at the Bronx 36-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Cordell Henneke and Mason Miller in on the tackle. First and 10 for the Bronx on the 36.
Salcido in motion. They give this to Oldham. He kicks it off the right side, and he'll get out near the 45-yard line. He will be short of the first down, but a good first down pickup by Oldham, a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. And I'm being invaded by all sorts of flying critters here. I guess that's what you get when it's 80 degrees outside at kickoff, but got the lights on in the press box here with the windows open, so a lot of bugs flying in. 2nd and 1 for the Bronx at their 45-yard line. Ryder in motion. The give is to Oldham, and that time the Indians were ready for that one. Going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bronx. That's where you need that quick hit pitch. You know, if you don't give it to Coulter, you fake it, then that quick pitch. As many guys as they gave up to stop Coulter there. Ooh, Larned jump, but no flag. So 3rd and 3. Gives to Oldham. He spins and has enough for the first down out near midfield. Good 2nd and 3rd effort by Coulter Oldham to get the first down for the Bronx. There were 2 players actually that moved on that play. I thought Ross Ryder had started in motion, but Larned, I thought, had jumped across, but nothing called, but the Bronx got the first down anyway. Put it this way, a lot of finger pointing across both lines of scrimmage, I guess. So 1st and 10 Bronx at midfield. Under 9 minutes to play. Fake to Oldham. Screenplay set up, and we've got a flag. The pass was completed to Coulter, and Maddox Beltran is down.
Pass is good to Coulter Oldham. There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, but Maddox is down. Illegal man downfield, it's a screen play. The flag was dropped 2 yards downfield, so how do you get an illegal man there? That one I don't quite understand. You're setting up the screenplay. Timeout on the field while the Bronx 10-2 Maddox Beltran. And he's on his feet, so maybe just got the air knocked out of him. and they're going to wave it off. I was going to say, you're not downfield 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. So the play will count, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7. So Drew Patterson will come in at quarterback for the Bronx, but Maddox Beltran did walk off under his own power, so that is a good thing. Fumble on the play, and Larned's going to recover it. Another turnover by the Bronx, their 4th tonight.
There's a fumble on the play. It's Larned's ball.
The Bronx with their 4th turnover on the night, and they turn it over 1st and 10 from the Bronx 48-yard line. Give this to Fisher. Off to the left side. Gets past Patterson. Maddox back in the lineup will force him out of bounds at the 22-yard line. After a 25-yard pickup.
He was pushed out of bounds by number 7, Max Beltran.
First and 10 Indians from the Bronx 22. Give this to Fisher once again off the right side. Tripped up by Oldham. Finished off by Ross Ryder. Going to fall forward for about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Seven seconds on the play clock. The give is to Ty Smith up the middle.
Ty Smith on the carry.
Enough for the 1st down.
Ross Ryder and Coulter Oldham in on that tackle. 3rd and 1 for the Indians.
Oh, they're going to say 3rd and 1. Not enough for the 1st down. I thought he had the 1st down easily, so. And our clock runs at 6:50. I'll run it down real quick. Sorry about that. Third and 1. Up the middle. And they will have enough for the 1st down. Ty Smith on the carry.
Yardage good for an Indian 1st down. Tackle made by Norton, Cantu.
And the white hat forgets to wind it, so we're just going to go.
1st and goal.
Me and the scorekeeper, the clock manager here, white hat did not roll the clock, so I guess we're going to just take it as we can. Give this to Fisher. He's going to fall back to the 11-yard line. He was stopped in the backfield. Looks like a loss of maybe 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11 as the clock runs towards 6 minutes. So they're saying 2nd and goal. So the 1st down was inside the 10. Nose of the football was inside the 10. So we're going 2nd and goal from the 11. Give this to Fisher up the middle. He's going to drag the pile to the 6. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Clock running at 5:30. Big down for the Bronx defense here. Two receivers go to the far side, one to the near side. And Carson Shaver from the gun. Looks to the left side. And the pass is dropped by Cole Glazer. So that brings up 4th and goal from the Bronx 6. And it doesn't appear they're going to attempt a field goal. They're sending the play in. Fourth and 6 for the Indians from the Bronx 6. 4th and goal. The running back slipped, tried to cut inside Coulter Oldham. That was Ty Smith. He tried to cut it inside, but the Bronx defense will hold as Larned turns it over on downs. So a big stop by the Bronx defense there. Now the offense, it's up to them. Bronx offense has been able to answer. Now let's see if what they've got to go back in front. 1st and 10 from the Bronx 4-yard line. Maddox Beltran back in under center. Salcido went in motion and stopped. Larned jumped off sides, but the officials didn't call anything until the Bronx pointed. But hey, we'll take it. 1st and 5 now. Bronx with a little bit of breathing room out to the 9-yard line now. Give us to Oldham. He fought off the first tackler. He'll get to the 12. Good second effort that time by Coulter Oldham. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Clock running at 4.5 to go in regulation. Lakin 22, Larned 22. Bronx will send Drew Patterson wide to the far side. Give us to Oldham off the left side. Spins off the first defender. Still on his feet across the 30. Still going across. Well, he was across the 20, now across the 30. 1st and 10. Great 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort by Coulter Oldham on that run.
Tackle made by number 53, Michael Graff.
So the Bronx starting this drive on their own 4-yard line. First and 10. Maddox with the pitch. Salcido looking for the edge. Cuts it back in. We'll get to the 40. He'll gain about 7 yards on the play. Good job of blocking out front, Drew Patterson and Ross Ryder. And going to be a gain of 6, brings up 2nd down and 4.
Tackle made by Luke Fisher.
Second down and 4. Actually, 2nd down and 3. Once they spot the down marker. Salcido in motion to give us to Ryder. Misdirection off the left side. We'll see if he's got the first down. He got to the 44-yard line. If he got to the stripe, he's got it. Oh, bad spot. Bad spot. So 3rd and 1 for the Bronx. They moved that football back. He had rolled to the 44. So a big 3rd down play here as the Bronx go tight formation. And Maddox will keep it. Still going on his feet, and he's across midfield. Way to bounce off the pack. Wow. I thought he might have had it anyway on the initial run, but he bounced out of the pack. Kept it going. Clock still running. I'll reset it to just over 2 minutes to go. Bronx driving now in Larned territory at their 48-yard line. This drive started at the Bronx 4 after the Bronx defense held the Indians on downs. Ryder in motion. Fake to Oldham. The pitch to Salcido, and there's a flag out in front. The flag hit the Larned player in the face, and it looked like he got him in the nose. He holding his nose, Ty Smith. So holding on the Bronx. Darn it. And the clock stops. I'll run it back up. Great first down run by Salcido, but holding against Lakin. That'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st and 20. 1:44 remaining. So 1st and 20 for the Bronx. Fake to Oldham. Pitch late to Ryder. Ryder off the left side. And I'll tell you what, good job by Drew Patterson, because he was close to getting a block in the back and he backed off of it and let it go. So good job by Drew. Player on the ground getting a cramp stretched out. I think that's Timmy Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a winner on the Chiefs tickets.
Going to be 2nd and 16.
To Dana Taylor. Dana Taylor won those Chiefs tickets. If that first kid, we're going to have a trip to Christmas Day together.
So a gain of 4 on that play. 2nd and 16 for the Bronx, with a timeout on the field. Our 4th quarter brought to you by Lakin Drug. I want to thank all of the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. And those of you that are watching, I know I ask it all the time, but thank them when you go to their business. Believe me, it means a lot. I've had sponsors tell me that they, if they have somebody come in and thank them for what they do, and believe me, it means a lot to them. So if you get a chance to go to any of these great sponsors that we have, thank them. Without their support, it'd be hard to do this by myself. Timmy Johnson now back to his feet. I've been trying to remember off the top of my head who I've given players of the game to this year, because I try to not give it to, repeat. We want to give it to, we want to spread the love, I guess, so to speak. But do want to thank Dwayne Bachman, D-Bach Medals, for the player of the game medallions. I know the kids enjoy them. So the Bronx will come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 16 from their 46-yard line. 1:27 to go in the fourth quarter. And the clock rolls. 1:22 and counting. Maddox from the gun. Back to pass. Oh! Knocked away at the last second. Javian Granado was open, and Mason Miller knocked it away at the last possible second. Actually, they said it was Tristan Reagan, but my goodness, what a defensive play there. Javian had gotten behind the defender.
The final score on the Beloit game, Beloit 14, TMP 6.
And a final from Beloit and TMP. Beloit 14-6 over TMP. So 3rd and 16 for the Bronx. Pitch to Oldham to the near side, looking for a block, cuts it back in, and it'll be down at the 45. And a timeout on the field. Interesting on the timeout.
Tackle made by Ty Smith.
That clock stopped after Coulter hit the ground before the timeout was even called. You can figure that one all you want to. I looked out at the clock when I stopped my clock, and it had already stopped. So Larned, with their second timeout taken, they have one remaining and 1:05 to go on the clock. Bronx with a 4th and 17 will punt this ball away. Ross Ryder back to punt. Nice chest high snap. Low wobbler, end over end kick. Doesn't take much of a roll. And it'll be down with 54 seconds remaining. Larned will have it. Ross has just not gotten the benefit of the artificial turf roll here so far tonight with his punts. 54 seconds to go in regulation. 1st and 10 from the Larned 26-yard line. Indians come to the line. 2 receivers split to the far side. Cole Glazer comes to the near side. Carson Shaver from the gun. And now flush from the pocket. Will lob it out.
Pass and tip for number 11, Ty Smith.
Javian Granado giving chase. Javian a little slow getting up. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Larned with 1 timeout remaining. Lakin has 2 timeouts. It's 2nd and 10 from the Indian 26-yard line. Timmy Johnson out of the lineup. Looked like he's still bothered by the cramp. Alex Robles into the lineup for Lakin on defense. Pass to the far side is out of bounds. Eli Bemis giving chase to Carson Shaver. The only thing I could see here is the Bronx defense needs to be careful hitting Shaver as he throws. You don't want to give him any opportunity to think it's a roughing the passer. They're doing a good job to flush Shaver from the pocket. You don't want to do anything drastic here. 3rd and 10 for the Indians from their 26-yard line. Indians now send 3 receivers to the near side as Shaver is in the gun. Shaver flushed and will take off to the right side. He will have the first down. Javian Granado down on the far sideline, trying to get back to his feet.
Good for Indian, first down.
1st and 10, Indians at their 42-yard line after a 16-yard pickup by Carson Shaver. 35 seconds remaining. Three receivers to the near side once again. Shaver chased. Now he's going to be brought down by Coulter Oldham. And a timeout on the field, Larned, and they used their final timeout. Scoreboard has them for 1, has Lakin for 2, but that should be the final timeout for Larned by my count. I'm not sure. 24 seconds to go. It's going to be a loss of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 18 for the Indians. But the scoreboard still has 1 timeout. Larned Radio is next door to me. I'd like to slip over there and see what they have for timeouts left, but I swear Larned's out of timeouts. I thought they used one early in that second quarter, but I may be wrong. Bronx still have 2. .24 seconds remaining in regulation. Bronx and Indians tied at 22. Shaver from the gun. This time has plenty of time. Now flushed and falls. And a timeout on the field. Timeout Lakin this time. So Lakin looking to stop. And now looking at timeouts on the scoreboard, they do have 0 up there for Larned. So Lakin using their second timeout. But the Eli Bemis will get credited for the sack clear back to the 20-yard line. We've got 3rd and 32 coming up. 14 seconds to go in regulation. Finally see just a little bit of a breeze moving the flag to the south of us. South breeze just barely fluttering the flag, but it's the first indication of any breeze we've had tonight. But it's been a beautiful night for football. Down to 72 degrees. It was 82 degrees at kickoff. So 3rd and 32 for the Indians from their own 19. Empty backfield. Shaver from the gun, and he'll tuck it and run with it, and he's going to be stopped. And the Bronx quick with the timeout. So timeout Lakin as they use their final timeout with a 4th and, let's see, the initial line of scrimmage was a 42. We're back to the 19. So 4th and 33. For the Indians with 9 seconds remaining. You would think all indications would be Larned would punt this football away, but I'll tell you what, as gutsy as some coaches are, you just sometimes never know. But they are going to drop Carson Shaver back to punt. But you better watch it because he is the quarterback and can run. Drew Patterson back to return. How sweet would a block be right now? Or a muff snap or anything. I know it's wishful thinking. High snap. Got the punt away. Patterson bobbles it, but falls on it. So there will be 2 seconds remaining in regulation.
But return is fumbled and recovered by Drew Patterson.
Ball at the Bronx 43-yard line. 2 seconds remaining in regulation. Right now, I'd almost say you just, I don't know. I would say you go safe and go overtime. I mean, no disrespect, but Patrick Mahomes isn't out there to throw it to the end zone. But you don't want to do anything crazy where the defense can return something. So I'm almost thinking Bronx go victory, and they are, and we're going to go overtime. First ever overtime game here on Lakin Bronx Sports, YouTube, LakinSports.com. We've never gone overtime. And Maddox will kneel, and we're going to overtime. Hey, and I do have an overtime deal on my scoreboard. So, hey, never had to use it. Our fourth quarter has been brought to you by Lakin Drug. We'll have a timeout. We'll be back with some overtime. Thanks for joining us. We're back after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. For the,
Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community
those of you
Lakin
that have never
and
seen
Lakin
high school
schools.
overtime, each team gets it from the 10-yard line. Basically last man standing. You get 4 downs to score. Timmy Johnson on the far sideline still trying to shake off the cramp. Well, one thing about overtime, I don't have to worry about keeping track of a clock or any of that good stuff. So I'll tell you what, it took 17 years and parts of 19 years to get our first overtime. Larned won the toss, and they will take the first possession. You know, at first I kind of thought the lighting was kind of cool. I don't know, I'm kind of getting over it. I think it would be awful hard for a team and a coach and whatnot down on the field to try to concentrate on what you've got to do. Of course, you can hear the music blaring right above me, which I don't have a problem with the music other than, but, you know, I don't know. The lights is kind of a cool effect, but to me it would be a distraction to the ones on the field. But it's for the entertainment value of the fans, though, I guess. So, so first and goal for Larned in our first overtime. Bronx will have a possession, even if Larned would score here on this possession. Give us to Fisher, looking for room to the near side. Oldham with the shoestring tackle. No gain on the play. Going to bring up second down. Nice open field tackle by Coulter Oldham. So second down and 10 for the Indians. High formation, give us to Fisher. Fisher looking for an opening. He's to the 5, pushed back, but I think they'll give him, now they're going to give him forward progress to the 6. So it will be 3rd and 6.
Ortega and Hash in on the tackle for the Bronx. Third and 6 for the Indians.
Third and 6. Shaver throws a desperation. It is caught! Oh my goodness! Colglazer with the catch. Shaver. Shaver was spun. Ryder had him. And the prayer was answered. Wow. The first completion they've had since the first half. So Larned will line up and go for 2. Oh my goodness. Ryder was just a eyelash from having the sack. Fisher slips out of the grass. Orpeza there to finish him off.
Good Fisher on the carry. He's brought down by Orpeza.
So Lakin will have it, their first possession in overtime. Larned scoring to take the 28-22 lead. So the Bronx with it at the 10-yard line.
Let's make some noise for the defense.
So the Bronx 1st and 10, Maddox under center. Give us to Oldham. Oldham fighting up to the 6.
Go to Oldham on the carry. On that tackle.
Gain of 4 yards on that play. 2nd down and 6 for the Bronx. Salcido in motion, pitch to Armando. Looking for a hole right side. Carrying the pile, and he's going to be down to the 1. Oh, I thought he might fall forward, fight forward for the score. But now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Bronx just cannot afford to take a loss here. It's got to be positive gain. Maddox up the middle, fighting, and he's going to be down at the 1.
Quarterback keeper.
So here we go, 4th and 1 for the Bronx in overtime. They trail by 6. Timeout on the field. And Larned's going to call the timeout. So here's the ball game right here. And as I look out, the flag is limp once again. So here we go. Larned 28, Lakin 22. 4th and goal from the Larned 1 in overtime. Bronx will go with the tight formation. Give us to Oldham. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Bronx actually went with a quick snap, a quick count.
Cooper Oldham on the carry for the Bronx, good for a touchdown.
And the Bronx have tied it up. Now the Bronx can go for the extra point and kick it. Armando Salcido is a capable kicker. Lakin's going to call timeout. If I'm Lakin here, I take my chance with the extra point. Salcido's capable. Very capable. He's converted. And the Bronx will line up for it. Drew Patterson to hold. Armando Salcido to attempt the extra point in overtime and a possible Bronx win. Snap is bobbled, and we're going to another one. Oh my goodness, how do you muff a punt, snap in that situation? Drew never had a chance to get it down. Drew tried, but Drew had no chance to get that ball down. That ball rolled to him. My goodness. So, oh my goodness. The Bronx have converted extra points when they've attempted them all year. And the one time they needed one, never had the opportunity. So we're going to the second overtime. Bronx will have the football first. Oh my goodness. A play that they've converted all year and just at the wrong time. So here we go. Overtime number 2. Bronx with the ball first. Maddox keeps it around the right side. If he gets the edge, and he does, he's in. So the Bronx score one play into overtime number 2.
Bronx touchdown.
So do you try the extra point again, or do you go for 2 here? I mean, even if the Bronx would make the extra point, I think Larned right now, with gambler's mentality, they would go for 2 anyway. I really do. So I think that's going to force the Bronx to go for 2 here. Because you almost play the opponent's hand as well. So the Bronx going for 2. Salcido in motion. Pitches to Salcido. He's looking for the edge, does not get it.
Salcido on the carry.
So now Larned's possession here in overtime number 2.
He was pushed out of bounds by number 33, David Rasmussen.
So the defense, time to step up here. First down from the 10 for the Indians. From the I formation, Shaver under center. Right side, Fisher cups it back up the middle. He's still on his feet fighting for yardage. Is going to get down to the 2.
Luke Fisher on the carry.
I'll tell you what, that is one strong young man with the football.
Edith Sacantu on the tackle for the Bronx.
So second down and 2. Fumble on the snap. Shaver has to fall on it. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 3. Off the right side, Fisher battling. They're going to say he's down at the 1. Leaning in.
Luke Fisher on the run.
So they unpile everybody. And it will be 4th down and 1 for the Indians. And timeout, Larned.
Indians.
Final from Holcomb. Holcomb defeating Southwestern Heights 48-22. Holcomb improves to 6-2. Southwestern Heights, I think, falls to 1-7. Southwestern Heights will play in the 5th place by district game next week, and I think they will travel to TMP. They'll have TMP. I'm not sure if they travel or not. So here we go. Larned, 4th down and 1. Game on the line here. Bronx lead it by 6 here in overtime number 2. Shaver under center and will score it.
Carson Shaver on the kick, good for an Indian touchdown.
So the Indians with the same dilemma as the Bronx, an opportunity here to kick the extra point. But will they go for 2 instead? And it looks like they're lining up to go for 2. So here we go. Game on the line. We are tied at 34. Larned going for the win on the 2-point conversion. Full backfield. And then timeout. Lakin, I think. They pointed Larned, but it's timeout Lakin.
Timeout, Lakin.
And I'll tell you what, Larned got away with a motion penalty because one of the backs flinched before the snap. You could see his rear just move a little bit. And I don't know why I see it up here, but the ones in stripes on the field didn't see it. But just before the snap, you could see his rear end raise up. But the Bronx got the timeout. Larned going for 2. Bronx with the timeout here. It's either a win or we're going to overtime number 3. So after the timeout, the Indians will huddle it up. Shaver under center, 3 backs. Now Ty Smith, the tailback. They give this to Ty Smith. He is stopped up the middle, and the Bronx hold. So we're going to overtime number 3. Coulter Oldham on the stop along with Javian Granado. So now I'm not sure, do they re-toss a coin? Because the first 2 possessions like that, you alternate. So I don't know now if Lakin gets the ball back and goes or what we do. Do we still just go in alternating fashion from here on out? I'm not sure. Never gone triple overtime before. I saw some double overtimes back in the 80s when the Bronx and Stanton County Trojans were a huge game every year. And that was, I think 2 years in a row they went double overtime, but I remember one of the overtimes was in 6 to 8 inches of snow, and it snowed the whole game. Lakin hardly got anything, but Johnson had 6 to 8 inches on the ground, maybe closer to 6. But I do remember that one, a Bronx double overtime win. So now, well, it won't be alternating possessions here because Larned lining up for offense. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Indians in overtime number 3. Give this to Fisher, trying to skip outside, and he's going to lose yards, and we've got a flag on the play. And that's going to be a face mask, the indication by Larned. Incidental face mask on Lakin. Oh, crud. So 5-yard penalty.
From the 5.
And brings up 1st and 5. So a break there for the Indians instead of a 5-yard loss. It's a 5-yard penalty against Lakin's defense. So here we go, 1st and 5. Fisher will walk into the end zone. So once again, Larned will line up and go for 2. Shaver fakes, looking to throw, and the pass is off the fingertips of the intended receiver. I'm not sure it was. It might have been Deacon Martin, maybe. Oh, it was intended for Tristan Regan. So now the Bronx will have it from the 10 with their chance to tie and possibly win, with Larned missing the extra point. Both teams have scored in overtime, but neither team's been able to score the extra point for the win. Now first we need a football. The officials are out there calling for one. Now here comes one. They were holding their hands up. Nobody was acknowledging them. So now we got a football to play with. So here we go. 1st and 10, Salcedo in motion. Oldham sidesteps the defender, reaches out, touchdown, scored, first play. Coulter Oldham reaching out for the goal line. And now the Bronx to go for, do they go for another extra point attempt, or are they just going to go for 2? After their last snap on their extra point attempt, they're going to take a chance. They're going to roll the dice and go for 2. So here we go. Game on the line, or we're going to 4 overtimes. And the Bronx going to the Wildcat. Oldham, dish, Patterson, throw to the end zone. And it's incomplete. He dropped it. Oh my gosh. The Bronx draw one up in the dirt, and he dropped a pass. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Bronx dug deep in the playbook from the Wildcat formation and don't convert. So, we're going to overtime number 4. Good thing I don't have a curfew, because I'm going to be late. Oh, here we go. Overtime number 4. Bronx will have the first possession. Oh, and Bronx, 2 guys in motion. They let him play. Oldham with the handoff up the middle. Now, I don't understand that. Huh. Bronx had 2 guys in motion, but I mean, at that point, I would, yeah, I guess until you go set, as many of them can move as until you go set. Huh. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Lakin. Yeah, I figured that was a definite 5-yard penalty. Oldham off the right side, battling forward. He'll get to about the 1-yard line.
Slattery and Bauer socks in on that tackle.
So Lakin 3rd and 1 on the first possession of overtime number 4. And Oldham stuffed on the run to the right side.
Oldham on the carry. He stopped short by Luke Fisher.
He did get to the shadow of the goal line. So here it is. Bronx need to score on 4th down. Maddox up the gut, not going to make it. So Larned holds the Bronx on downs here in overtime number 4, and will have the football at the 10-yard line with their chance to win it. So this is game now. The Bronx failed to score on their overtime possession. Larned with the football. So this is ball game here. Defense needs to hold. Give to Fisher, up the middle. Gang tackled at about the 6.
Luke Fisher on the carry.
Hash in on the stop for the Bronx. Help from Eli Bemis. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. We are in overtime number 4. Larned scores on this possession. They win the football game. Larned will split them wide to the near side, I formation. Fisher up the middle. is going to get to the 2.
Luke Fisher on the carry. Tackle by Jake Pass. 3rd and 2.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Indians. They score here, they win it. 2 receivers split to the right side, 1 to the near side. I formation, Shaver under center. Give is to Fisher. And the play was blown dead before we got started. So what do we have here? Oh, offsides Lakin.
Penalty is encroachment against the Bronx.
So that'll move it to the 1. So half the distance, ball on the 1-yard line, 3rd down for the Indians. Indians sprint to the line. Shaver under center, and he'll keep it and fall in for the win. A heartbreaking loss for the Bronx as they lose their 3rd straight. But Larned with the 46-40 4-overtime win. As the Indians celebrate, Bronx line up to congratulate them on the other side. What a football game. But the Bronx are going to lose it. 46-40. 4th quarter has been brought to you by Lakin Drug. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. So we're back here at Larned. Once again, the Larned Indians win it in 4 overtimes. And Larned with the win will host next week in week 9. Most likely will host Russell. And the Bronx will be on the road next week at Beloit. But what a football game between both of these schools. I'll tell you what. You get to overtime and a lot of things happen. And I'll tell you what, we saw a lot of things happen in that overtime. But these two teams battled it out. And Larned will escape with the win in overtime. So, yeah, Larned fan coming over to my window and saying good game because that could have went either way, and you're definitely right. Could have went either way, but what a football game between two teams fighting hard. Had a lot to play for tonight, so quite a football game. But now we'll wait for Coach Bam to come up and visit with us. Don't have the opportunity to go to the field with him. And let's see, the cameraman, he left it on the Larned side. So just going to go with it, I guess. So but Coach Bam will come up and visit with us as the fans. It was a tough one.
Playing that good right there. I mean, with all the fans we had and everything and way.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. So, once again, the Bronx lose it in 4 overtimes, 46-40. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. And we will get a chance, I hope, to talk to Coach Bamberger. He's finishing up with his team down in the end zone, but we'll get a chance to visit with him. But oh my goodness, I'll tell you what a ball game. Like I said, 2 teams battling hard. And it just so happened to be that Larned got the one they needed. So once again, the Bronx lose their 3rd straight. And they'll finish the regular season 4-4 and move to week 9 next week. First round of the playoffs on the road at Beloit. And we'll wait and see if we get Coach up here. And you know what? If he declines, I totally understand, and we'll move on. But just unfortunate. And really, when you look at a game like this, it's unfortunate either team has to lose because that was 2 teams fighting hard. And it just came down to Larned made one more play. All it comes down to. So Bronx had some costly turnovers again tonight, had 4 of them on the evening, had 3 in the first half. And but as hard as Larned played and as hard as their runners run, I'll tell you what, I thought Lakin's defense did a great job tonight. Even though, I don't know what the totals are going to be, but and I won't know the totals till we get to look at them this weekend. But for the most part, I thought especially the Bronx front 7 did a great job against the run. Of course, they did break a couple decent runs. But for the most part, I really thought they did a good job. So still waiting down on the field, and like I said, if we can get Coach up here, we will. If not, we will definitely call it a night. Well, we have a chance. We got one more ad to play, and we'll pick a player of the game as well, and we'll wait on the coach. Like I said, if he doesn't come up, we'll definitely wait and talk to him next week. But our post game, Hendricks Welding. We'll be back.
Oh, this stupid When it's time to do that welding, don't do it yourself and make a mess out of it. Call Hendricks Professional Welding Service in Lakin. On the farm, on the ranch, or at your place, or at Hendricks Welding 3 miles west of Lakin. Welding done right the professional way. Call Brad Hendricks at Hendricks Welding at 355-6734. That's Hendricks Welding. Don't do it yourself and make a mess. Just call old Brad.
And for our player of the game, of course, we want to thank DeBach medal, Dwayne Bachman, for the Player of the Game medallions. And I'm going to have to fish one out, but one that we hadn't given one to this year, and that's Colter Oldham, and he's going to be our Player of the Game tonight. So that's what we're going to do with it. Had some kids play good tonight. Had a lot of players had good ball games. And I don't know, Coach still talking down on the field. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to visit with him, and I think we might just wait to talk with him next week. So I'm trying to find a medallion. I think I have just one in this baggie. Nope, there's two there. So I have to separate a couple, but and looks like Coach is walking off to the sidelines. So I think we're going to just call it. We're going to call it good from here, and we'll talk to Coach next week in our pregame. And like I said, Bronx will be traveling to Beloit next week for the first round of the 3A state playoffs. 2A state playoffs. With 3A and all the other sports, but 2A in football. I keep forgetting all that classification stuff. So. It's going to wrap it up from here at Larned, and we want to thank all the great sponsors for what they do for us here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, and we'll catch Coach next week. But, once again, thanks to all the great sponsors. I want to thank Ronnie Edelman, the AD here at Larned. Beautiful press box. Love this. I'll tell you what. One of the best we'll ever go to. So, but I thank them for the hospitality. And I want to thank J.D. Ham for everything he does for us here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Karen, hopefully he's back out of the hospital. Hope Karen is getting better, J.D. So thank you for the text during the game tonight. Hope Karen's doing well. And we'll look forward to talking to you later. For everybody involved, I'm Brett Hendricks. Have a great weekend. Best of luck tomorrow to the Lady Bronx volleyball team. Best of luck to the cross-country teams at their regional tomorrow as well. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless. We'll see you next Friday from, probably Beloit, but we'll talk to you next Friday. Until then, take care.